Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci, and as always, I am so happy that you clicked whatever link led you to this video. Whether you're watching it while I'm saying this or way in the future when we're all dead. Whatever brought you here, I'm happy to get that view. I'm so excited for this episode tonight. Before we get to that, just a quick couple of notes up top as I keep promoting because I want more followers. The show is now on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. So if you're on either of those services, please follow. Also, join the Facebook group. That's a little more complicated. Search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video. That's like the community of the game. That's where you can come in and like chat and maybe be a part of the game. That's a big thing. I still have a couple of shows this month that could use a couple new players. So if you're watching this and if you've never been on the show and you think this looks fun, please reach out on any of those and I'll put you on. I love having new people on this show. This show tonight, trying to capitalize on Warner Brothers money, we're doing the Batman tonight. There's a new The Batman movie out. I saw it. I have opinions on it that I don't think are as popular as some other opinions on it. But I figure tonight I'm going to just keep putting the word Batman in the description of this. So maybe some more views will accidentally come this way. Every movie we use tonight is going to feature an actor who has played Batman. Turns out there's a lot of them. So I did narrow it down. Tried to find some criteria. So every actor I use played Batman in a theatrical movie with the word Batman in the title. Specifically, every movie tonight will feature either Adam West, Michael Keaton, Kevin Conroy, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, Will Arnett, or Robert Pattinson. So that's sort of, I feel like that's a lot of people. Some might pop up more than others. Maybe you won't hear Adam West's name again tonight. We'll see.
Adam West.
I was looking and I forgot some of the people who have played Batman. I almost included a movie that I like that I think is unfairly maligned by a certain subset of DC fans. Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
It's a great movie.
Which is a wonderful, really funny movie.
Fantastic movie.
I forgot Batman has a voice in that movie. And that voice is Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, what? I mean, that's why you forget.
Also, young Bruce Wayne also has a voice in that movie. Fun little bit of trivia. Played by Kal-El Cage. Because his dad is Superman. Old Nicky named his son Kal-El, and he played Bruce Wayne. So that's just the sort of fun Batman trivia to lead us into this show. Joining me tonight, let's bring in our players. On the show tonight are Conor Shanahan, Doug Fitzgerald, Josh Poirier, and Scott Otto. Hey, everybody.
Hey, what's up, Nick?
Hey, guys.
Let's start off with a guy who is making his 20th appearance on the show tonight. Under 10 wins, but he's better than he used to be. I'm so happy he keeps him. And then I will say he's also hosted the show a few times, and I don't count those. So he's been on more than 20 times. If you've seen the show before, you've probably seen him. Josh Poirier back on the show. Hey, Josh.
What's up, Nick? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I like I'm getting a shadow effect for Batman.
I like it. It looks like he's taking you down.
Yeah, I mean, this is Norm Brayfogle, is one of the great Batman artists of all time. And actually, when you were talking about Batman voices, I looked up some of the other voices that I forgot did him, and stuff like Peter Weller did Batman.
Oh yeah, Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, and people like Jensen Ackles.
That Long Halloween was the most recent one he did.
And what's my favorite Batman though is what's his face? Dietrich Bader is my favorite Batman.
I try to think of
Raven the Bold.
Raven the Bold. What a great show that was.
This is, and this kind of ties into my opinions on the Batman. I kind of miss some of the silliness of Batman.
Yeah.
It's a silly character in a silly concept.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I love Peacemaker so much, because it was a silly comic book movie, silly comic book TV show, but it had serious drama in it. It was the perfect kind of blend of stuff.
Oh yeah. Like I don't know. There's like a couple of laughs in the new one, mostly Penguin related, but real dark. And the problem with the more realistic you try to set Batman, the more it doesn't make sense that he's the hero.
That's true.
The more you're
Very
like,
true.
this is our world, the more you realize this is Elon Musk, and we should not trust Elon Musk
Nope.
as a vigilante who works for the cops.
Yeah, he's kind of a scary dude when you get right down to it.
Well, Josh, I'm so happy you're back on the show.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for doing it.
Happy to be back.
Also returning the show for his second time. This is the second time on the show. Scott Otto finally back on the show. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Nick. How's it going?
Going good. I see you got the 66 background.
Yes, the one true Batman, Adam West.
What a delight all of that is. Are you a big Batman fan?
Yes. Yeah, I think I've seen all the movies except this latest one, I believe. Yeah.
What would you say is like top of the list?
Well, I mean, I grew up with the TV show, so I really do love that. But as far as the movies go, that's a good question. Either the Michael Keaton one or one of the first two with Christian Bale.
Oh yeah, I mean those are all real fun movies. Excited to see how this plays tonight. Thank you for coming back.
Oh, glad to be here.
Also returning to the show for his I don't know what number it is. He's new, but I love seeing him. It is his second time in a row, so we're just going to keep with those number twos. Conor Shanahan back on the show. Hey, Conor.
Hey, Nick. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing?
Thanks for coming back.
Hey, thanks for having me again. Great to be here.
Now, I should ask you. You're the only one. Well, no, that's not true. I'll get to that in a second. You look like you're the only one without a Batman related background.
Yes.
Are you telling me you don't care about Batman?
I'm telling
you don't care about Zoom backgrounds?
I'm telling you that I'm still so bad at zooming in general. I'm bad at a lot of things, and zooming is right at the top of that list. So I don't know. I was going to paint a giant mural back there, and I just didn't have enough time to do it. So we're going with that. This is just a real close up of the bat signal. If I were to zoom out, you would see it better. But I'm not good at shooting things either. So. Sorry.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
Are you a Batman fan?
I am. I didn't grow up reading comics, but I kind of went through sort of that phase. Like my early 20s, and I love the Frank Miller books and stuff like that. I would probably say that I love the first Burton, maybe the most. I do love the Nolans as well. Although it's starting to get into that where it's so serious that I think it's before it goes too far, like the Dawn of Justice stuff, but where it's such a real world setting that it almost doesn't make sense. But I think they walk that line pretty well. And I'm a big fan of especially the first two of the Christian Bales.
Oh yeah, and they keep some of the goofiness in those movies.
For sure.
I still love the fact that there's the scene in The Dark Knight of the Joker dressed as a nurse with a mask on.
That's fantastic.
And Two-Face doesn't recognize him until he takes the mask off.
Mm-hmm.
I also love the error in that scene when he's trying to blow it up. When it doesn't blow up at the right time.
Yeah.
So they just kept it.
So why did we keep trying to do dark movies after that? We should have just ended there and then had more fun.
Yeah.
I honestly wonder if Nolan was trying to ask himself the question, why so serious when he wrote it.
Very meta line.
I'm thinking they just filmed all the movies and forgot to adjust the aperture on all the cameras and went, fuck it, we'll say it's planned.
That guy with that little theory there, also returning to the show, also so happy every time he's on. Doug Fitzgerald back on the show. Hey, Doug.
How's it going, everybody?
Going good.
Personally, my favorite Batman was from the comics. Jim Gordon in a mech suit was my favorite Batman. They called it a bunny suit, but he went. It was ridiculous. It was absurd, but I loved it.
No, amazing cut. Yeah, that's there's a lot of weird shit like that. Jim Gordon is such a weird character.
Oh, and during that arc in the comic, Jim Gordon just happened to be buff as all hell, still in his 70s or whatever, but buff as all hell so that he can wear the knockoff Iron Man bat suit.
Remember in what was it, Batman v Superman, when J.K. Simmons buffed up for Jim Gordon and then only shows up in a trench coat? Everything okay there, Doug?
Sorry about that, guys. My entire monitor just shut down.
Oh, no.
No, I've got to do some cable management.
Your monitor,
okay.
your monitor was like, I am the knight.
Is everything okay? Do you need to...
I'm good.
All right. Well, we should probably jump into this before Doug fucks everything up again. Thank you all for coming back. You've all played this game before. You know how it works. If this is your first time watching, here's what's going to happen tonight. I have gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I have pulled parental warnings for a bunch of movies, way too many movies. Like I said, all of the movies tonight will feature one of those actors who put on the cowl that I mentioned earlier in the show. We'll see if that helps anybody or if it really hurts everybody's performance. These things can go either way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read these parental warnings written by anonymous weirdos. Don't know who writes them, except a couple were written by one of the players. Not on this show. I will never touch those. I wish they were signed so I would know deliberately not to use any clues that a certain Josh Poirier has written.
I used them both already, so you don't have to use them again.
Now go back, watch the last episode that Josh hosted. It was 70s, 80s sci-fi. It was so much fun. I give him shit, but that's only because I don't like the things he did. It was such a fun episode. Anyway, I'm going to read these parental warnings. My friends here are going to try to figure out what movie I'm warning you against. So unless there's anything else, I think it's time to jump into this game. And to do that, Connor, going to start with you.
Okay.
Would you like a movie from 1994, 1999, or 2005?
Ooh. Let's go 99. Split the difference.
All right. First movie of the night from 1999. For 5 points under the category of sex and nudity, some cleavage, and a woman in a small bra and panties dances suggestively around a pole. All right, nobody jumping in.
What?
Oh, okay. Josh, what movie do you think this is?
I'm going to go with American Psycho.
That is a good choice. I think you're a year early. It is not American Psycho.
That was a great guess.
Fits the theme. I think there are women in that movie.
Yeah, I mean,
Clooney was great.
I thought it was a Conroy picture.
For 4 points under the category of violence and gore, the film features a lot of violence, which isn't typical of a film from this director, since most of his other films violence is almost absent. I want to read that again just because I fucked up all the way through that. The film features a lot of violence, which isn't typical of a film from this director, since in most of his other films, violence is almost absent. I don't think that helped the two gentlemen whose hands are still down. So, Connor, I'm going to go to you. What do you think?
Is this Dogma?
Doug, what do you think?
I'm thinking Heat.
Doug, are you saying Michael Mann doesn't normally have violence in his movies?
Well,
Also,
okay, fair enough.
Kevin Smith, on the other hand, very rarely has violence in his movies. This movie features Batfleck, and it's Dogma.
Oh man,
nice answer, man.
Salma Hayek, right?
Oh yeah.
Salma Hayek, yep.
Great Batman.
Other clues in this under frightening and intense scenes. God is seen and heard visually on the screen. Frightening and intense scenes. A demon made of human waste emerges from a toilet. And frightening and intense scenes. The film follows two homicidal angels on a quest to return to heaven / destroy humanity.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Connor, you're now in first place with 4 points. Scott in second place with 0. Doug and Josh tied at -1 each.
I forget where the hand raising thing is.
Under reactions?
Yes, under reactions.
Under reactions. Right? Oh, there it is. Okay, thanks.
Did you miss out on guessing?
No.
I'm just curious. No, don't worry, Scott. You're not going to need to know where that is. Doug.
Yes.
It's up to you. Would you like a movie from 2005, 2014, or 2016?
I feel like the further back we go, the better we're gonna. I just kind of want to help out Scott a bit. Let's go 2005.
Let's go 2005. From 2005 for 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. One of the criminals in the movie uses a teddy bear to ship drugs.
I'm seeing the scene in my head right now, too.
I don't fucking know.
4 points under violence and gore. The train crash is very destructive and smashes through numerous structures, leaving a devastating trail of mayhem in its wake. For 3 points under violence and gore. This is not as violent as many larger scale comic book films. This is a small scale crime thriller. And even the way the action is shot is just fists flying around with tons of shaky cam. Some aspects of horror vibes throughout, though very fake looking. Doug has buzzed in. Anybody else? Doug, what do you think this movie is?
I'm probably going to get it wrong. The Saint?
It is not The Saint.
Okay. I'm going to beat Lloyd for the lowest score. It's going to happen.
Lloyd does not have anywhere near the lowest score. Lloyd does not buzz in. For 2 points under frightening and intense scenes, there is a scene where a woman is attacked by fear gas, leading her to see her biggest fears.
You wouldn't.
You really?
Connor is buzzed in. Josh is buzzed in. Scott, Doug, nothing?
Might as well.
All right, Scott, just going to sit up. You know where the button is, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Doug, what do you think this movie is?
Batman: A Dark Knight.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Is it Batman Begins?
Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Is this Batman Begins?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with that.
This is not Batman: The Dark Knight.
Thank you.
I don't know if you all got it in your head that I wasn't going to use Batman movies for the Batman game.
Definitely got it in my head that we were.
This is Batman Begins, a movie we just talked about a whole bunch, and kind of thought you'd know it.
I mean, Jesus, it's a great Keaton Schumacher film, but
I don't know. All the Batman movies just glom together after a while.
yeah, I loved in The Dark Knight Rises when you used shock repellent.
Yep, that's so good.
Final clue in that, under frightening and intense scenes, the villain sprays the hero with fear gas. The hero then begins to hallucinate many bats tearing their way of the villain's mouth. The scene is very creepy and disturbing.
That's not good. That's not good fool. Nick.
That's dirty fool.
Dirty fool.
So dirty.
Again, at no point did I say that Batman movies were off the table. In fact, every Batman movie has an actor who's played Batman. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, you'd hope.
Connor still in the lead. Now at 6 points. Josh in second with 1. Scott at 0. Doug at -3.
Crawling my way back. This is what I like. I love this pole position.
Josh.
Yep.
Would you like a movie from 1998, 2006, or 2012?
What was the first one?
98.
Let's go with 98.
All right. 1998, this movie. For 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a 10-year-old boy makes a joke about his mom packing martinis into his lunch. For 4 points under violence and gore, a boy and many other kids get into a snowball battle that's reminiscent of a military war scene, but nothing worse than kids being hit with snowballs. Josh has buzzed in. Scott has buzzed in. Doug, Connor, anything? All right, Scott, what do you think this movie is?
Jack Frost.
Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I'm going to go with the Henry Rollins vehicle, Jack Frost.
Starring Michael Keaton as a snowman based off of George Clooney. This is Jack Frost.
Double whammy.
It's one of Henry Rollins' weirdest roles.
The George Clooney snowman had the armor nipples.
Yes. Yep.
He was quite a prankster on set too, that snowman.
Yeah, I forget if the timing works out this way, but I feel like George Clooney had to drop out of this movie to do Batman and Robin. But it was after they already built the snowman to look like him.
Oh, is that
once
serious? Wow.
Yeah, once you see the snowman, you're like, absolutely, that is George Clooney.
I'm wondering if he now wishes he did Jack Frost.
You could get Jack Frost versus Mr. Freeze, have a whole cinematic universe.
You know what killed my career? The Ice Age.
Or Jack Frost versus the horror movie Jack Frost.
Right? Which came out first.
That was great.
It's a great movie.
Jackal all the way.
Jack.
Other clues in this, under frightening and intense scenes, a main character dies near the beginning of the film while driving on an icy road late at night. The accident itself is not seen, so there's no blood or gore to worry about, but the windshield wipers stop working. We do hear a crash right before the scene blacks out. There's also some suspenseful music playing in the background, so children might be frightened by it. Frightening and intense scenes. Frightening and intense scenes. 1 year after the main character dies, his wife and child have a scene where they break down and cry together outside, talking about how much they miss him. It's a very sad moment. and frightening and intense scenes, the moment when the snowman first comes to life, as wind and the camera rapidly spin around the snowman, may be just a bit frightening for very young viewers.
Sorry, go ahead.
I only know the movie because my 4-year-old nephew made me watch it a couple months ago. And he kept insisting, "Oh, this is a good movie. This is fun. This is a fun movie." I was like, "When does it get fun?"
The other thing I like about that movie is it just features so many cast members from Mr. Show.
Yes. Yep.
Because I think whoever directed a bunch of Mr. Show and just threw them all in.
And don't forget Henry Rollins as the hockey coach.
Yeah, Henry Rollins.
Also has several Zappas in it, doesn't it?
It has at least one or two.
At least two. I think it has 3, but yeah.
Does it have?
Yeah.
I think the movie's a lot cooler than people give it credit for.
Ah.
I didn't mean that, but Jesus Christ.
No, I think that is the tagline of the movie. A lot cooler than people give it credit for.
Jesus Christ.
They're both stories of reincarnation.
Yeah. Also, he had the blurb on the box. Yeah.
Connor,
you loved him as a carpenter. No, love him as a snowman.
Connor still in first place with 6 points. Josh right behind at 5. Scott right behind that at 4. Doug is here. He has -3.
Hi.
Scott, would you like a movie from 1993, 1998, or 2005?
93.
93. From 1993 for 5 points, under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, the main drug used is marijuana.
That narrows it down.
It might narrow it down for Connor. He's got his hand raised. Anybody else?
I'm gonna guess too.
All right. Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I'm gonna say Mallrats.
Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Oh shit. That's probably what it is. I probably have the year wrong. I'm gonna say Dazed and Confused.
This movie features Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Not the Ben Affleck that's in Mallrats, the Ben Affleck that's in Dazed and Confused.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Holy baby.
Yeah.
No, this is actually a year before Clerks.
Yeah, I was off by 3 years. I knew it when I said it. Now I know what it's like to get fucked in the back of a fucking uncomfortable place.
Oh boy.
Kevin Smith's making the rounds.
Other clues in Dazed and Confused. Under violence and gore, 4 kids in a car knock over a mailbox with a baseball bat, and a man runs after them with a gun. He then shoots at them as they drive away, but no one is hurt. Violence and gore, some freshman girls get partly covered with various sauces and other substances, among other things. Again, under violence and gore, some freshman girls get partly covered with various sauces and other substances, among other things. Violence and gore, a few freshman boys are spanked with wooden paddles. We see the face of one of them as his bottom is hit 5 times on screen. And alcohol, drugs, and smoking, constant weed smoking throughout. Characters roll joints, buy and sell weed, and smoke it in countless scenes. Alcohol is used consistently also. Pretty much every character is either drunk or stoned by the end of the movie.
So it's Affleck's after-school special. We was roid raged. I'm so disappointed in myself, honestly.
Yep.
My wife's gonna kill me for that one. It's one of her favorite movies. She's gonna kill me.
Commenting right now in the stream.
If there's one thing I've learned on this show is that everybody will miss one of their partner's favorite movies. I hear it's happened at least 3 or 4 times. So, you should ask them before you do the show if they like anything. Maybe
yeah. I mean, I just don't really care about our favorite movies.
Warning, this show could lead to divorce.
Connor taking a commanding lead now with 11 points. Josh and Scott tied at 4. Doug still at -3. Going back up to Connor. Connor,
Yep.
Would you like a movie from 1992, 2007, or 2016?
Let's do 92.
92. Just gonna stay away from those newer movies.
Yep.
All right, from 1992 for 5 points. Under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a man smokes a cigarette using a holder. Connor has buzzed in. Anybody else? Connor, what do you think this movie is?
I don't know if the year is right, but is it Danny DeVito as the Penguin in Batman Returns?
It sure is Danny DeVito as the Penguin in Batman Returns.
Wow.
Turn, baby.
Oh my God.
We got another Batman movie.
Oh my God. You just sprinkle them in like landmines.
I'm just going to silently slip out the back so no one notices me.
Yeah, well done. That is
well done.
The cigarette they wouldn't allow Colin Farrell to use in the new one. Killing people, totally fine for a villain to do. Smoking tobacco, not fine.
Yeah. Wow.
Kids might think something the Penguin is doing is cool. Also in Batman Returns, after a woman and a man fight, she sits on top of him and licks his face. Frightening and intense scenes, the entire film can be hard for some to watch due to its very grim nature, which includes unflinching darkness, an uncompromising subject matter, an extremely nihilistic and unbelievably bleak storyline, plentiful shock value, scenes of graphic violence and gore, tons of disgusting and disturbing imagery, mature, disturbing thematic material, moral ambiguity, a constant feeling of relentless misery, dreary visuals, moody lighting, and an incredibly gloomy and depressing atmosphere. That person had thoughts on this movie.
Wow.
How is that not Michael Keaton's My Life?
Yeah. They could have just cut it down and said Tim Burton.
Uh-huh. Frightening and intense themes. The setting of the city here is very grim, evil and dark, unlike the previous adaptations. And frightening and intense scenes. During their meeting, one of the villains grabs one of the other villain's pet birds from its cage and puts it in her mouth. And he responds by holding an umbrella sword to the neck of one of her cats.
See, I did not like Batman Returns because it felt like it was filmed on a soundstage, which it was. It felt like it was filmed on a soundstage, and I hated that feeling.
I mean, that's the thing with both the Burton and the Schumacher Batman, is how few people are in those movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it's just empty streets all throughout Gotham.
Well, with the exception of the big parade at the end of the first Batman.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
Connor,
not going to come out, you know.
Connor taking an even more commanding lead. Now it's 16. Josh and Scott still at 4. Doug still at -3. Doug, let's see if you can help yourself out here. Would you like a movie from 1993, 1997, or 2000?
Let's go 97.
97.
The year I started working in Blockbuster.
Oh, then maybe you saw this movie at some point. This movie from 1997, for 5 points under violence and gore, a hockey fight. One man is punched and blood spurts from his mouth. For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, characters frequently smoke cigarettes. 2 characters are drug dealers who offer the main character pot in one instance. He refuses. Connor has buzzed in. Anybody else? Connor, what do you think this movie is?
I think I messed up the year, but it's not. Chasing Amy.
Connor, you are so lucky you're so terrible at years because you always have the correct one.
No shit, really?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was early.
Way too much Ben Affleck representation in this game.
I don't hear any Adam West. What the heck?
Stop picking movies from the 90s. This is Chasing Amy.
All right.
It's a Batman episode, so we're just going to spend the whole episode talking about Kevin Smith. Other clues in Chasing Amy under sex and nudity. 2 male friends kiss each other in one scene. Man proposes to male friend and his girlfriend that they have a 3-way sex scene. One agrees, the other does not. Alcohol, Drugs, and Smoking, 2 characters comic is called Bluntman and Chronic, based on their constantly stoned colleagues. And Sex and Nudity, the main theme of the movie, is a straight man falling in love with a lesbian. Because in the 90s, we didn't know bisexuals existed. Josh has left the game.
Done.
Josh, I think it was the arsenic.
Oh my God.
Connor, an amazing run so far. I have to say that.
Wow.
I'll say in the last game, Tyler Tuttle hit the high score in the game, which is 33, I believe, was his final score. We are halfway through this game. Connor, you're at 20.
Here's where I start tagging, baby.
I hope so. Josh and Scott still at 4. Doug still at -3.
This is my spot. This is where I come back.
Well, we all know Connor's the the head of the Ben Affleck fan community.
That's where I'm from. Yes.
Well, let's see if we can avoid Affleck on this one. Josh, you might turn off your camera again when I give you these years. Pick a movie from 2006, 2008, or 2019.
Let's go with 2006.
2006.
Actually, 2008. 2008.
All right, 2008. Sorry. Switching it up.
There it is.
From 2008 for 5 points. Under Alcohol, Drugs, and Smoking, a character's dad drinks something with his friend that seems to be beer. So watch out, a couple of gentlemen drink something that may or may not be beer in this movie.
What year is this again?
2008.
Okay.
Oh, God.
For 4 points under profanity, during the baseball game, when 2 characters collide as they went for the baseball at the same time, when they land on the ground, one of them laughs and quickly gives the other the bird. For 3 points under Violence and Gore, a teenage girl is attacked by another character and breaks her legs. When a boy tries to save her, he forces them both down and throws her into the ground where there are many broken glass pieces. She gets stabbed by one and pulls it out. And later, the character bites her arm and gives her venom. Josh has buzzed in. Connor has also buzzed in. Scott, Doug, anything? All right. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
I don't know which one it is, but it's I'll go with 2008's Twilight.
Josh, what do you think?
I'll go with Twilight as well.
Thank you, Josh.
Robat Battinson in Twilight. You got it.
Well, funny thing was, I thought it was Twilight, but I was going to go with the funnier answer of Irreversible. And,
I've
the same
never
year.
seen that movie.
It's the same year.
A movie that probably won't show up on this show for certain reasons.
My God.
Now what? I'm off my game today, guys.
Other clues in Twilight, under Violence and Gore, it is implied that a security guard was killed by 3 vampires. Later, he is seen lying dead on a hospital tray for 1 second or less. In Sex and Nudity, a teenage girl and a vampire kiss passionately and fall back on a bed, and she is wearing a t-shirt and panties.
Michael Sheen was wasted on those movies.
He seems like he's having the time of his life in those movies.
He does, but he was wasted on those movies.
I prefer to call the first Twilight Batman Begins.
I was waiting for some vampire matchups.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave again.
Connor, 23 points right now. Josh at 7. Scott at 4. Doug at -3.
I'm still here.
We've got some good spacing on the scores.
Scott, would you like a movie from 1986, 2001, or 2010?
1966, please.
86 is the year I said.
What were the other choices?
86, 2001, or 2010.
We'll go with 86 then.
All right. I'm sorry to tell you. I'll spoil it. This isn't Batman 66.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
From 1986 for 5 points under Sex and Nudity. Kissing scenes between the two main characters. A love story. For 4 points under Sex and Nudity. A man says the enemy makes him want to get a hard-on. Josh has buzzed in. Anybody else?
I may be wrong.
You're deciding against it, Connor.
I think I'm wrong because of the year.
I can't think of a Kevin Smith movie from '86.
That's fair. He doesn't have any. Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I think I'm wrong because of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Beetlejuice.
It is not Beetlejuice.
I didn't think it was because of the year.
Yeah, the year is one of the reasons why it's not correct. I also wouldn't call Beetlejuice a love story.
Really?
Oh God, no, definitely not.
Really, Beetlejuice is in love with himself.
Where the fun kooky character tries to marry a child, but other than that, there's not a lot of love in that movie.
All
well,
right,
the couple,
fine.
the dead couple.
And I mean Beetlejuice, not Jeffrey Jones.
He loves the.
Tries
Oh
to
yeah.
marry a child.
Oh yeah.
What about Baldwin and Gina Davis?
That's true. They kind of like each other.
And Beetlejuice loves himself.
He does.
For 3 points under violence and gore. Throughout the movie, there is dogfighting with intense violence. 2 men fight a bandit who nearly shoots them down.
Oh wait.
86.
86,
right?
Oh my God.
All right, I see two people have buzzed in. Connor, do you know what this movie is?
Not doing well.
Yeah, this is the prequel to Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun.
That movie came out, right? We all saw it. It was.
Oh yeah.
Josh, what do you think?
Top Gun.
Yeah, this movie is Top Gun. Val Kilmer.
I forgot about Kilmer.
I must have low blood sugar because I heard dog fight and I'm like, I don't remember any dog fighting being in any movie.
That's what I was thinking.
And I'm not thinking aircraft at all.
No,
It was
that's part of the fun of the clue.
it was a Michael Vick biopic at age 11.
Michael Vick, what do you want to do when you grow up? Well,
other clues in Top Gun under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. The commander on the aircraft smokes cigars. In violence and gore, lots of war violence with fighter jets.
It was just 88.
Connor, now pretty close to striking distance of the high score, 26 points. Josh at 9, Scott at 4, Doug at -3. We have 4 movies remaining. 1 more go around, 1 more for each of you. That means there's still 20 points on the board, and one of you can catch up.
Well, I'm gonna have to guess first clue every time.
Connor, we're gonna go back up to you.
Okay.
Would you like a movie from 1996, 2000, or 2010?
I'm going to stick with the 90s and do 96.
96. From 1996 for 5 points. Under frightening and intense scenes, the violence can be seen as scary. And one of the final scenes is scary because of suspense and what you fear is going to happen. It narrows it down, believe me.
That's the biggest review ever.
Josh, of course, has to guess, but he's not.
I do, and it's a dumb guess.
I'm ready for your dumb guess, Josh. What do you think this movie
Multiplicity.
is? It is not Multiplicity.
Okay, I had to guess.
The violence is
I've been holding on to that one.
I think I got the year right, though.
I do think you got the year right. For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, only scientific drugs, but a main character uses them on himself. For 3 points. Oh, no. Okay, Josh. I almost missed. Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Batman and Robin?
No, this time you got the year wrong. It is not Batman and Robin.
Okay.
The year again?
Year is 1996. I will read the next clue, Josh, but I'm waiting for you. I'm so happy you're taking yourself out of the running.
Scientific drugs. Okay.
For 3 points under violence and gore, sci-fi and fantasy violence with gore and horror. Not too extreme. Director's cut is much more violent. Though there is only 4 minutes of extra footage, it includes all the violent parts. Is it just going to be Josh again?
No, it's not going to be.
It's not even going to be Josh this time.
No, I can't. Right. I was completely wrong. Actually, wait. No, I was completely wrong.
All right. For 2 points under sex and nudity, the breasts of a few female animals, being man-like, are visible, but are more animal than human, while humanoid creatures are shown mounting each other like animals in heat. I see 3 people have buzzed in, and Scott looks so confused by everything.
I got it. I got one this time, I think.
Connor, what do you think this movie is?
I'm going with Adam West, Island of Dr. Moreau.
Doug, what do you think this movie is?
I'm actually, Island of Dr. Moreau, yes.
Josh, what do you think?
It's Island of Dr. Moreau.
I'm pretty sure that's Val Kilmer, though.
Marlon Brando and Val Kilmer starred in The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Though I would have loved to have seen Adam West as the Marlon Brando character.
Final clue in that, under sex and nudity, a manimal is shown being born, pulled from its manimal mother. Connor, now at 28 points. Up until last Thursday, that was the high score. Josh, still at 9 points, but you worked hard for that 9 points.
I did.
Scott at 4. Doug has moved up to -1.
It's not about the end. It's about the journey.
3 movies remain. Doug, would you like a movie from 1994, 2005, or 2014?
Well, considering one of my favorite movies, Transformers the movie, takes place in the year 2005, let's go there.
All right, let's go to 2005. From 2005 for 5 points. under frightening and intense scenes, the movie starts off in a very creepy town.
I have to.
Yeah, of course you do. Anybody else have to? Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I'm gonna go with The Machinist.
It is not The Machinist, no.
Okay. It's just a movie that I thought I knew.
For 4 points under 6 and nudity, a character bathes in a big bathroom. His chest is half shown. Another character hits on him, and the scene ends with her lying on top of him. Josh is going to guess again. Connor is also going to guess. Scott or Doug, anything? I'm just happy you two are here. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
I'm going to stick with my guess, but did you say Creepy Town in the first one?
I said, yep, a very creepy town it starts off in.
Creepy what?
It starts off in a very creepy town.
I'm going with The Town.
Does have Ben Affleck. And you're not wrong.
Nope.
I mean, Josh, what do you think?
Sadly, that was my answer too.
I mean, I appreciate.
But I'm
going
to differentiate. I'm going to differentiate though.
Go for it.
I'm going to say Michael Mann's Heat. In honor of Doug Fitzgerald.
No.
I may have lost the game, but I've won your respect. No, I haven't. Not even that.
For 3 points under frightening and intense scenes, the second task placed underwater with mer people.
Second what?
The second task is placed underwater with mer people. Is just our two friends over here again.
Mer people.
Connor, what do you think this time?
I think this is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Josh, what do you think?
That's my guess as well. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
We are joined again by Robert Pattinson in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
God, he was Cedric Diggory. Oh.
You know the character's name.
Yeah. I spent too much time trying to connect Batman to Harry Potter that I should have just guessed.
Yeah, he is the only Batman to be in a Harry Potter, though Jim Gordon's in a few.
Yep.
Yes,
Sure is.
We have 2 movies remaining. Connor, you are now at 30 points. You are now the second player ever to hit 30.
All right.
Josh, you're at 10.
Nice.
Scott, you're at 4. Doug, you're at -1.
I'm gonna
Did
get
that
out
say
of
someone
negative.
late?
This is the time. I'm getting out of negative.
I want to see Connor win. Connor get the highest score because I don't want a Tyler in the top spot.
Yeah, this might be the end of the very short reign of King Time.
Yes. Like I said, I literally typed in my phone. I went, God damn it, and it autofilled to Tyler. God damn it, Tyler.
I don't know. There's still some Kevin Smith movies to guess. Oh, my hands are... Wait, when did a girl lay on someone in Harry Potter?
That is Moaning Myrtle.
Moaning Myrtle.
The real horny dead teenager that hangs out in the bathroom and molests students.
Yeah.
And hence the moaning. Yeah.
I would have been okay at that school.
All right. 2 movies remain. Josh, do you like a movie from 1998, 2006, or 2012?
2016. But 1998.
1998.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Penultimate movie here from 1998. Can Connor get this high score? Nobody else can catch up, so this is just like your game, and we're all just playing for fun here. This movie from 1998 for 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking. A man has drinks with a woman in a bar, and we later see others having drinks in a strip club. Josh, what do you think this movie is?
Nah.
Okay,
I don't need it. I'm trying to get above 60 in my high score. That's what I'm trying to do now.
Oh, and look, Tuttle is now in the comments of this video.
You summoned him.
Josh, you still can reach your high score. You've been on the show 20 times. You've never gotten higher than a 16.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get above 16. That's why I'm not guessing right now.
4 points under frightening and intense scenes. There are a couple of highly emotional scenes towards the end of the film, especially one where a character is saying goodbye to other characters. Josh is buzzed in again. Maybe he'll answer this time. Does anybody else want to try? Josh, what do you think this movie is?
I'm going to go with Multiplicity again.
It's weird. Like, you had the year right on Multiplicity, but you decided to then get it wrong.
Yeah, I know. I'm a creature of habit.
The man of principle.
I know. I'm sorry, Steve. Such an underrated fucking movie, honestly.
It really is.
It really is an underrated movie. It's a fantastic comedy.
For 3 points under violence and gore, most of the violence isn't human on human, but instead involves massive destruction and millions of implied deaths. Josh has buzzed in again. Anybody else?
98, huh?
Connor is also buzzed in. Connor, what do you think this movie is?
Is this
Hold on. Doug.
Okay.
Doug, you've gotten in just in time. What do you think this movie is?
Oh, me. Great. It's, oh my God. Why can't I remember it right now? I forgot. I forgot the movie. This is gonna drive me nuts.
Are you gonna bow out, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna bow out.
All right, Connor. Now, after that little break, what do you think?
I honestly, it's crazy. I already forget what your clue is, so now I'm completely doubting what you just said. Cool. But is it my boy, who I am the president of his fan club? Is it Ben Affleck in Armageddon?
Josh, what do you think?
I was gonna say Higher Learning. Then I thought about it a little more, and I'm gonna say Armageddon.
Yeah, it's been a while since we talked about Ben Affleck.
It's been a while.
It's your boy Benny in Armageddon.
Okay.
All because I couldn't remember the name of Armageddon for some reason.
Final clue in Armageddon under frightening and intense scenes. Young kids and other viewers may be frightened or unsettled by the overall concept of impending doom via a large and fast approaching asteroid. Likewise, they may find the mayhem-filled streets where smaller chunks of the impact in different cities, presumably killing many people, just as scary and unnerving.
Well, if they think that's scary, they should watch Deep Impact. That's far more traumatic.
Nothing is scarier than the Aerosmith single that was born by that movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss that sequel. That song. God
or the sex scene between Ben Affleck and Liv Tyler, where he's putting the animal crackers up her stomach.
Yeah, I quit animal crackers cold turkey after that scene.
Originally, they cast Buscemi in that role, and that scene was much better.
One movie remains. Doug, you're still at -1. Scott, you're still at 4. Josh, you've moved to 12. Connor, now tied for the high score at 33 points. All you need to do is get this right, and you become the new champion of this whole game.
All right.
Tell us in the comments.
He's either still in the comments or he, we need to check on Tyler.
Nobody gets until Conor gets the 1 point clue.
Listen, I'm thinking Adam West is coming out of my mouth soon, so I can tank a vote pretty well.
Scott, you get to choose the last movie. That's fun, right?
Yeah.
Would you like a movie from 2007, 2016, or 2019?
Doesn't matter because I'm guessing all Adam West movies for this round. So,
I think he was
whatever.
still alive in at least one of those years.
Yeah, but he wasn't really making movies. He's doing a lot of video games and animated TV shows. I don't know. What was it 2007? Was that one of them?
2000, 2007, and 2019.
Yeah, we'll do 2007.
2007. Josh, Tyler's telling you to go for the 5.
Do it.
Final movie of the night
For
from
a Tyler?
2007. For 5 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a woman smokes marijuana and passes the pipe to a friend. And in another scene, a woman smokes marijuana. A man drinks alcohol from a bottle. Several people smoke cigarettes. A doctor injects a man in the arm with 3 separate hypodermic needles to prepare him for surgery.
Yeah, Tyler, go for the 5.
Scott's gonna go for the 5. Anybody else want to go for the 5 and just like ruin this? Scott, you have a chance to spoil this whole game. What do you think this movie is?
It's Xena, the Adam West movie about the pop sensation Xena.
Oh, deep cut.
She's a pop sensation. She's also a detective investigating the evils of the music business.
Oh, I wish so badly I could give you.
I will take that 5 points. Thank you.
Take that 5 points. I'll go home now.
Game still goes on for 4 points under violence and gore. A man's face melts off, and then he vomits his intestines. We hear squishing and see a lot of goo. A man is attacked, his arm is pulled off, and his head is pulled apart. Josh has buzzed in, could end this game, could ruin it for Connor. Connor is going to guess. Scott's also going to guess. Doug, do you want to guess?
2008?
2007.
2007. Yeah, I was in a coma that year. No, I wasn't. I don't know. I need another. Yep. Go, you guys. Take it home.
Scott, what do you have this time?
Well, I was torn between Adam West's Voodoo Island or Zombie Nightmare. I'm going to go with Night of Kick Fighters.
Ooh, third choice out of nowhere. Connor, what do you think?
I'm really trying to place the Batman, and I can't really find him, but I have to go because Josh is doing it. And the 3 shots in the arm make me think of Planet Terror from Grindhouse, Robert Rodriguez's Grindhouse portion.
Josh, what do you think?
Yeah, Grindhouse is a good guess. I'm trying to remember who's in it.
Yes.
Let's go with Grindhouse.
Is it Clooney? Tell me Clooney's in
Clooney is in it. Clooney is in it.
Clooney is definitely in it.
Yes.
Clooney is not in Grindhouse.
Isn't? I thought he was.
However, in an uncredited role as the voiceover announcer of one of the trailers is Lego Batman's Will Arnett in Grindhouse.
Wow. You
Wow.
guys
Let's get the record.
absolutely got it right.
Where's the music for the record?
I wish I had music if I knew that this was just going to keep happening. Amazing.
Those 3 shots that creep Josh Brolin.
How has Josh Brolin never been Batman? Josh Brolin has a Batman chin.
He's too busy being Marvel characters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also, isn't he at least one DC character?
No.
Is he just Marvel's? I guess so. Cable, Thanos, Jonah Hex.
Oh, Jonah Hex is DC.
Yep.
Is Jonah Hex DC?
Yes.
Oh.
All right, then there is he's too busy being Jonah Hex. That's all we know Josh Brolin for. Just to wrap this up, the final clues in Grindhouse. Under violence and gore, a helicopter flies through many zombies, slicing and slashing them with its blades, which are tilted downward. Blood splatters through the windshield. What I love is almost everything that Scott guessed could have been a trailer in Grindhouse.
Yeah.
Violence and gore. A man snaps a gun on a woman's leg. She is missing a limb below the knee, and she uses the gun to kill many zombies. A woman shoots a man through the stomach and blasts a door behind him. A man is shot in the stomach. And under sex and nudity, nude sex scene and lots of breasts in one movie. Lots of references to an erotic lap dance in the other. Lots of everything in the trailers.
Could have said feet. So many feet.
Can I ask you a dumb question?
Sure can.
2016, right?
Uh-huh.
The movie for 2016, was that Yoga Hosers?
It was not, but that was honestly, I had a list of all the movies I could choose from. I didn't have time to go through them all. That was on the list.
Okay, yeah, Yoga Hosers
we did not get to Kevin Conroy, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was his only movie.
No, that 2016 movie was a Kevin Conroy.
Kevin Smith.
Was it?
It was.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask
Yoga
a
Hosers?
question?
Kevin Conroy.
He is in Yoga Hosers. This isn't Yoga Hosers. It's a different movie that Kevin Conroy was in 2016.
Wow.
Huh. I don't know if I want to ruin because it might come up in the game.
Don't. I just say now we just know you didn't use Yoga Hosers. But then again,
might come up later. Anyway, let's wrap this up. That was Grindhouse. The movie was Grindhouse. This was Inappropriate Movie Database. Our final scores tonight. Doug at -1 point.
Woo-hoo!
Scott.
I showed up.
Scott tying his last game, still at 2 points. Josh tying his high score at 16 points. Connor breaking the 1-game record of high score, previously held by Tyler Tuttle, now held by Conor Shanahan. 37 points, making Connor the winner tonight
in a row
and of all time.
Wow,
Speech.
You guys get that
Tyler
Kevin Smith
didn't get
reference we
one.
Oh,
threw in at the end? 37 in a row?
Yes. Amazing game tonight. Thank you all for doing this.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Before we go, if there is anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words, Doug, I'll start with you.
If anybody happens to be in the Cape area of Dennisport, I'm going to be at Red Nun. Really good show hosted by AJ Haypenny. Just come check it out, 9:30 in Dennisport. It's going to be fantastic. So yeah.
Nice. What day was that again?
That is the 23rd of this month.
23rd. Yeah, go watch that. Doug's great. Watch any comedy he does. Scott.
Nothing to promote. Just happy to be here.
Happy to have you back. Been a while. Love seeing you. Josh.
The only thing I'm promoting is the Parkinson's show again. Don't have a date for it yet, but it's going to be in April some point. Shaky Premises presents Inappropriate Movie Database, a bunch of other comedians and everything like that. Get it all together now. Should be fun for Parkinson's research. Because it'll be 7 years since I was diagnosed.
I'm looking forward to that.
Like
thanks for continuing to do this.
I'm always happy to do it.
20 shows strong.
It's me and Pick are the two longest, right?
I think Pick has you beat by like 3 or 4.
All right.
Finally, the winner of the whole show, Connor.
If the realtor who accepted my offer today, or did not accept my offer, but received my offer today for a house that is not worth half of what I put down on it, would kindly accept my offer, that would be great, because I'm trying to buy a house at the worst time in the history of human civilization. So yeah, if you happen to be watching, please accept. Once I land in either my new home, which I will pay for until the moment I die, or end up in an apartment somewhere else, I am going to set up playing music on Twitch again. So it's my name, music, Conor Shanahan music, Conor spelled like honor. I guess it's right there. If you want to see me play music, that's where I'll be doing it. But thanks very much, Nick. You do a great job. It's a great show, and thanks for putting up with me, guys. That was a lot of fun. Great to see everybody.
Yeah,
thanks for doing it.
Yeah. Thanks, Conor.
Yeah,
thanks.
You're great. Check out Conor's music. Check out all of these guys. Just a great group. Thank you all so much. Thank you all for watching. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game, or on Facebook, Inappropriate Movie Database. Like I said, still booking. We got another show on Thursday, this coming Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're doing movies from IMDb's top 250 of all time. We've got shows next week that we still need contestants for. We're doing movies that won or were nominated for Best Actor on Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're doing actresses on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Both of those shows still have space available. So if you're watching this and you want to be on the show, please reach out. I want to have you. Or if you know anybody who might want to be on this show, please reach out. I want to have as many new people as possible. Like I said, Conor, I think, just started playing this game a few weeks ago, and already is amazing.
Enemy
you don't
number
have
one.
to be amazing. You can be
Public
like
enemy
Doug.
number one.
People can't get negative points.
I'm coming for you.
You don't need to know anything about movies. Just come, hang out, have fun. Please like, subscribe, do whatever YouTubers tell you to do.
Smash that like button.
Right? Hit that bell to get notified every time we go live with a new. I watch a lot of YouTube and I don't know how to run it. Really petering off at the end of the show, but this has been so fun. Thank you so much for watching. Watch some of the others. This was episode 70, which means that there were a solid 3 days of shows on this channel. Wow. Some of them are pretty good. So go back in that back catalog and join us again on Thursday for another real fun episode. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.